Hello, this is Wintry Tarot, and I'm so excited to be working with you guys and reading what's next in your love life. And I have had such a good feeling, and I felt so called to do a reading right now. And we're going to be working with so many fun decks today, so that sounded a little funny. No, but okay, so these cards have been jumping out at me. We're gonna be working with so many cool decks today, and I'm gonna be working with these very soon because these really have been jumping out at me. So let's just go straight into pile one. Oh, before we start, I am not doing personal readings right now, but feel free actually just to send me a question about your situation in the comment section, and if I feel called to answer, I will. Okay, so let's start with pile one. Okay. Okay, I feel called to use the romance deck right now. Romance Angels deck. It's very pretty. It has this golden hue. So let's go. I'm going to shuffle off camera. Okay, I feel this one. Feel this one. I can just feel these. I can feel you guys' energy so much right now. I can tell you guys are having a really good time. This is a sign, especially if you feel like you've just gone out, or you feel like your life is really getting better, you have that feeling. This reading is definitely for you. So let's see. Stay optimistic. I mean, this was honestly relating a lot to your guys' energy. Positive thinking. I felt like you guys are... Some of you guys maybe are struggling, but I think you guys are doing much better than the average person. That's for sure. Flirt. Extend your... Yeah, exactly. Lighthearted. Whoa. This is probably why there's such a positive energy surrounding this connection. This is something that could honestly possibly lead to something serious. I do feel like for some of you guys, it is going to be something that's medium term. So it's not something that might last forever, but it is something that can last and will actually be very beneficial to your life. I know some of you guys are not gonna like that, but I do feel like this will not be super short. That's for sure. I'm very confident in saying that this will last beyond. This will last maybe at least a month, or at least 2 months. I see a year. I see... By the way, I can read without cards. That's why I'm reading without cards right now. Yeah, overall, I think this is a very positive energy, and this is very impactful in your life. Let's keep saying what the cards see. I really want to just let the reading flow in a natural way instead of trying to force it. I just want cards somewhere random. Maybe that's a sign for you guys. Let me see. Let's do these. I told you guys these were gonna pop out. Let's see. I'm gonna shuffle off camera because it's so crowded. And the camera is so close to the table. Ooh, 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 jumping. You're so different from everyone around me. Ooh. Okay, let me show one. I want this one. Okay. I don't know where to start. This seems very positive. It's that feeling of I don't know where to start. What if you were to ask them what do you like about you know, pile one. And to be like, I don't even know where to start. Like, this feels like such a positive card, you know? Let me see. And this one was like really jumping out. Will you leave me like the others? Honestly, with this energy, I feel like in this current energy right now, whatever current energy you are in right now, they're not feeling, like I feel pointed out. Remember, I'm interpreting the cards. I'm not going to take the cards literal, right? So it may seem like, oh, I don't feel like this person is necessarily like panicked that you're going to leave. They might in the future, but honestly, I feel like they're pretty confident about you. In fact, I feel like they'd actually be overconfident that you like them. So, like, maybe they'll have, like, triggers, but I think overall, like, when they're in a good mental state, they will know that you like them. Let's see. Okay, let's put this here. We're gonna do some fun pink cards. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! It's just popping out. So... I care too much about what others think. Oh, wow. See, it relates. I care too much about what others think. I talk to my friends about you. This might be relating to, okay, we're going to do one thing at a time. So, this might be relating to, this is why medium term was really standing out to me. I understand you guys can manifest, but remember, I really believe that everything in the universe is designed for a reason. You know, so you may want to force things to work out, but God sees everything in full vision. Like, God sees everything. So you sometimes want to force things, but there's something that's bothering me in the energy with how long it can last. Like, right now it feels wonderful. But there's something here that tells me that they're going to be worried about, it could be their finances or their family, and there's going to be something where the goals that you have they can conflict, right? Being with you could conflict with other goals that they have. Like, let me try to think of what examples, because there's going to be a lot of people watching this, so I have to think, you know, what does that mean? Like in examples. How do I describe it? Like, for example, maybe this partner doesn't have enough money to live up to your standards, right? Like, maybe they have to pay for their kids, or pay for bills, or maybe they have family that has some kind of objection towards you, or like, again, there's something physical here that's going to be a problem with this person, and that's where they're gonna doubt you. And I think actually whatever this doubt is, I feel like this will last throughout the relationship. I mean, go ahead and manifest it out, but I feel for a lot of you guys, it's going to be something that persists. But whether that will crush the relationship or not really depends on the person. I see some of your relationships are going to last even with the issue, because remember, issues are prevalent in every single relationship, so that's totally normal. Like, this doesn't warn me, but I think if you're someone, okay, I'm getting this pretty clearly now. If you're someone who lives a very unique alternative lifestyle, this will probably be medium term. I feel like if you're someone who's very conservative, like, you follow the norms, you're very much like on the outside, you look like a typical person. Everyone has a weird side on the inside, but like, you're someone who, if you were to see like a 50 percentile of like how much you blend into society and like fit the norms, people who are on like the conservative side are probably gonna have a longer time lasting, versus like if you're someone who has an independent way of thinking and you feel like you're not as traditional in your approach to life, I do feel like this is much more likely to be medium term or even short term. But again, I do feel like for some select few though, there are gonna be people from the from the alternative lifestyle who will actually have long-term relationships, but I'm just talking probability here. So it's going to all depend on what works for you. So let's see some signs that this is your person. And also remember to take what resonates and whatever doesn't feel right. You have to use your intuition. Even with a reading online, you really do, because you remember like intuition is half the story. Intuition is timing. Intuition is also related to divine protection. And also, yeah, divine protection. And also sometimes the universe sees the universe sees that, like, you're asking for $100 from the universe, for example, and the universe already sees that there's $1,000 opportunity just a block away, and it knows that if you take the $100, you can't walk past the block. It knows that you're not going to go across the street to the other block to get the $1,000 if you take the $100 right now. So sometimes things that are blocked off, I truly believe this, like, everything is meant to be, and I'm telling you, I've had so many crazy manifestations happen. There is something out there, and it is working in your favor, okay? Especially for people in my energy field. Like, if you're in my energy field and you're on my channel, you are meant to be for a lot of success, okay? Like, definitely more than the average person, because that's why we're all here, because you're gonna relate to me, okay? So I see glasses. This could relate to being really wise. You or your person, they might have told you that they think you're really wise, or you may think this person is really wise, or they also are like academically really smart, like academic nerds, book nerds. I am seeing witch reversed. Let me see. Wow, okay, so, actually, I've been thinking about a flower crown in real life. So, this will probably relate a lot to creative expression. I would not be surprised if this person is very logical. I think this is going to be, like, split. There's some of you guys, your partner is going to be really creative, and then the other side is very logical, like the opposite. Like, this kind of person, when you talk about something and discuss something, they are always seeing it in a logical framework of, like, this is how it should be, and this is, versus a creative mind would be more connected to the emotions and feelings. So I think it's going to be, like, you're going to either see, like, a very, like, logical person or a very creative person. Yes. Let's see. Ooh, I feel this very strongly. This is especially for masculines and healthy habits. Honestly, these glasses are really reminding me of, like, video games. I don't know why, it's just reminding me a lot of, like, video games, and even, like, this reminds me of, like, drinking soda. So, I mean, we all have our coping mechanisms, but especially if you feel like this guy is nerdy and, plays video games and has a, nerdy hobby, but this is definitely, like, your reading and definitely a sign. Yeah, a lot of it's varied. So let me see. We have more cards. Okay, more message cards. I'm excited. Okay. Let's ask for him. What does this person... Okay, I feel called to ask, what will this person think? What will this person want to tell you in, like, a few months' time? I really feel called to, like, see what are they going to be thinking, and okay, we're going to get cards for, like, what they're going to what feelings they're going to act on, and then, okay, this is, like, definitely what they're going to act on. Let's see. This feels a bit negative here. But, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, I understand, like, sometimes you want to have a comforting reading, and you know what? I'm gonna make this as entertaining as possible. But sometimes I do have to not be delulu, But let me see. What are they gonna feel? Let me hold you. That's how they're gonna feel later. So this is how they're gonna feel, like, inside. Oh. Oh my god, it's just falling. I don't feel that card right now. Let me get this card back. I don't want that card. I feel called. I just stopped and I was like, listen to your heart. Okay, this is what they're feeling. And then what feelings are they going to act on in a few months? I am manifesting you. You are so very special. Okay, this is awesome. So yeah, this is what I'm telling you. Like, I feel like this will definitely be at least in the next couple months for most of you. Most of you guys, it's going to last for a couple months. If this lasts very short, it's going to be like a really fast burn. It's going to be like, oh, it might be like a little bit brutal. Like the breakup might be brutal because it'll be so heavy and then empty again. But this manifesting, if you have a logical person who's not very spiritual, this person is going to like try and like work harder for you. Like they're going to work harder in their career. They may not, honestly, this person may not be very expressive. They might not tell you, oh, I'm working super hard for you. They will kind of just, you'll kind of sense it from the energy. Like if you ask them like, what are you doing? They will kind of look like they're always having like a new idea of what they're going to do and that they're working on something new, or they're like trying to advance, or they're like, just, you can feel it in the energy. They might not say it out loud very directly. And how do I not have my tarot card deck? But okay, maybe it's not meant to be. My deck is like somewhere else. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I feel called to use this last deck. This is here. It's exciting. I like this one. See? This is the Mystic Black Rose. Okay. I want this. I feel called. Okay. Obsessed. Oh, sorry. Observing. Observing. Something feels a bit negative. So this person might feel a bit insecure. Like maybe they're trying to like watch and make sure that you're like, they might feel a little bit insecure. Like they might be more aware of like who's around you and what kind of people are interested in you. But I don't feel like it's too negative, but this could relate. This could kind of spark those doubts later on, like that insecurity. So if you're someone who's like dealing with this person and you don't want to break off, I would say just make sure that you're not doing little things that could be interpreted as too friendly, especially online in a way that this person can see, because this person might get a little bit like obsessive. But I don't think it's too big of a deal. Like this person, like it's like normal possessive energy, but he's a little bit more possessive than normal, or he or she. Okay, let me see. Party. That's what I got. This reminds me of like just this upside down is really standing out to me. This person will really change you. Like, I feel like you're gonna have a very different perspective of life after talking to this person. Like, I won't be surprised if you have like some really big like life changes. Like, for example, if you're someone who's like really emotional and you kind of like don't think too much about the future, this person will make you think about the future. If you're someone who always thinks about the future, this person will ground you in the present and makes you want to have fun again. So there's gonna be some kind of like change, and it's gonna kind of like be in your like a cycle. Like, you know, you're kind of reaching full circle, right? Like you start with wherever you are, and then you kind of go around, and then obviously you reintegrate all those parts of yourself, right? So, fun with friends. Okay, let me do one more card. Memories, reminiscing, dwelling, good times, looking back. This is honestly, this is for what this means to me is that, again, this is going to last for a while, at least. If you're trying to make this last, as I told you, if you want to make this last, do not be too friendly with people online. I don't know why I'm that's what I'm feeling. Don't be too friendly with people online. This person, because that might like start doubts in their mind. I know that sounds silly, but like sometimes, you know, people have, let's be honest, we all have some annoying side that makes no sense. And that's kind of what I see here with this person. They're a bit possessive, but it's honestly totally fine as long as you're just not like, just tone down the whatever gender is interested in you, tone it down just a little bit, especially online, and just talking in general, like to make sure you're not too excited when talking about something new. And then I do feel like sometimes like things might go cold. This person might just get very in their own head and like their own thing, but I don't think you should take it badly. So, like I see this person is very passionate about something, like they have a really good hobby that they go into, where they're like for a little while they may like go out of it, and that might also be like when they could have doubts at that time. But again, whether the doubts turn into an issue, let me feel, it will depend on, when it comes to like whether you guys are gonna last, it's like if you're, I'd say like, I would say like if you're someone who's more alternative, right, in your lifestyle, like you're a little bit different, like you're just much more free flowing with your life, you're not so much into like the societal rules, I'd say you'd have to be a little bit more serious, and not like serious like in a bad way, not that you're not serious, but it's like you would have to fit the norms a little bit more and like, you know, follow more of like the chronological order of like what's expected, like not 100%, but like you're gonna have to fit yourself a little bit in a box. And for some of you this is gonna work really well, and some of you you're gonna be like hell no. So that's gonna depend a lot on, you know, just who you are. And then this person, I feel like this person is a bit more on like the rigid side. Like they don't maybe know like exactly what they want. Like we always, you know, we don't always know 100% what we want until the time comes. But this person does like to do things. You know, society has like a path that's carved out for people, and they may diverge off the path, but for the most part, they like to stay on it if they can. If it's convenient, they'll stay on it. They won't get off of it unless they really feel passionate to get off of it, and they will if they want to get off of it. So, I hope that was helpful, and that will be the end of pile 1, and thank you for being here. So, I'm going to be going on to pile 2. Okay, for pile 2, I immediately feel this is messy, okay? If you don't think this is messy or upside down sometimes, this is not your reading, okay? That's what I'll start with. We're gonna start with the Hermit Tarot. Like, what do they want to say to you? But honestly, you know what? I feel like it's so bipolar. Like, I won't be surprised if we get like totally different cards every single time, because I already feel like, you know, like this person is like really like a little cray-cray, you know, like they need, don't know, seek professional advice. You cannot, like, you gotta be so for real right now, like literally seek professional advice. Like this person, like there's something like I told you, like there's something, like they're just not like super stable. I worry about us a lot. By the way, this was like the second time I just cut the deck, right? So I'm not like just cutting the deck and then just showing you guys. Like I just cut it like twice. Okay, let me actually shuffle this now. Okay, I really want this card. I could be your hero, but this feels like a song, you know? Like this feels sarcastic. Maybe there's a part of that, or a part of this person that wants to be that, but like it's so little. I think most of it's like It's like they're kind of like doing the fake it till you make it, but like they haven't made it. Oh my god. Like this person, I'm telling you, they're like a drug addiction. Like this is a drug addiction person. Like this is the kind of person that you're like really, really into. Like you're really into them. Let me see. I feel like they're struggling with something. That's what I feel like. There is someone else. I feel like this is more about pain. For some of you guys, it could be, but I really feel like for most of you guys, this person is just consumed by pain. Like they're kind of just on a lifeboat, and I don't even know if they'll ever come to shore. That's something I'm thinking about. It's like they may come to shore if they're totally in like a coping stage, but like that will be like, you know, this person won't be a good partner if they're like coping, you know? So like I'm sorry, this is a negative start for the reading, but you know, I have to be real here. So yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, like, see, literally 10. You make my heart full. Really? Like, see, like, you know, this sarcastic energy. I don't know if I want you. And then there's this like thing that like something comes into them where they have this huge rush of emotion and they really want to make things work, but it doesn't last because they have too much pain. Like their body knows deep down, like it can't handle the heartbreak that's associated with this. Like if this person ever dates someone, they're gonna have to like not really like that person, because like there's no way that this person can actually handle someone that they actually like. And like for that reason, in this case, I feel like this person likes you, but there's something in the subconscious that like blocks it off. Like, you know, like when, you know, like when something painful happens in your life and you tell yourself, oh, I don't care. It's like that. It's like the sense of like deep down, he really does care so much that something in the subconscious just turns it off, and he's like kind of indifferent. And you may feel that. That's where like the indifference comes from. But I mean, okay, let's talk about something fun here. Like, let's talk about something fun, because I still feel like there is that side of him that really does love you. And I know it's like with the pain, it's not so clear, but it's not black and white here. So let's see. Let's do some message cards again. Why are they? They're not even ordered properly. Right. 1 second. Why are these not ordered properly? Okay, we got them. Okay. Let's get. Okay, I feel these. I cured you. My cards just fell everywhere. It's fine. It's probably a sign. See, like I'm telling, like this is like that's probably a sign. Like this can be messy. Like these cards are like yeah. I feel like this just mentally, this person is just so all over the place. Like I can't even like put a finger on this person because it's just so all over the place. Like I can't even tell you like what's gonna happen. I mean, I just know like you have either two choices. Like you either ride the roller coaster, or you know, for the people who have a lot of self-respect, this is gonna end in like 2 weeks. Genuinely, this is gonna end in 2 weeks, because you're just not gonna be able to handle all the up and down behavior. Even if this person is not like explicitly bad, like again, like it's that coldness that comes over them, like that coldness, and you feel the subconscious energy of like this person's really nice to you one day, and then you're indifferent, and you're kind of like trying to be more loving to try and see if it like will open up them, and it just doesn't work. Okay. I want this one. I'm regretting my previous actions. I mean, this is just someone who's like, again, they've just gone through so much. They've really gone through so much. This is a person like who will definitely regret losing you. I do feel like they're just never gonna be good enough. This This is someone who like just has to live their life on their own, or sadly be with someone who's extremely insecure. And I feel like a lot of you guys are honestly not, right? So I really appeal to like a very successful audience. So this is a person like, you know, this is a person that you probably do not want to get attached to. 1 second. So the romance deck. I'm sorry, like this is a very like, it's like there is like a lot of fun, but I think that's where the problem, worth waiting for. This feels like a future thing, right? Like just like this angel just reminds me of just, and I just saw free yourself in like a cut of the deck. Let's see. I want to shuffle this like really bad. Let me do this one. Express your love. This is kind of honestly your mind. Like, see how like she's like looking at her into his eyes, and he's kind of like looking at her with like a very calm face. Like that's like what's happening in the cold phase, where he kind of just like looks at you like you're trying to express your love, and he's kind of just like great, like that's awesome. Oh, codependency. This person's just coping with life, dude. Like they're just empty. They're empty. Like they don't know they're empty. Like if you ask them, are you empty? They're not gonna say that because they're just so used to being empty. But they are. Let your friends help you. Let me help you. So let your friends help you. I mean, this just reminds me of like you. Like you have this pure energy. Like you want to come in and be genuine. And I just see like, you know, like you see how like the everything, she's in the foreground and everything else is just a little bit darker. And that's just what it reminds me of. It's like you're a little bit too good for this guy. You're just too good for this guy. Like you have worked on your, like not all of you guys have fully healed, but I feel like you guys have you guys are just so much more developed than this person. And like even if you try to get with this person, you're gonna get sick of them. Like you are. I'm telling you, you're gonna get sick of them. Okay, so I'm opening this deck and I'm already seeing Lost on the top. So let me see. Right, this is just like, I didn't even need to open that. But let me see. Literally came, bruh, you can, I'm not even, dude. Seriously, oh my god. Like, literally came out. Like, it cut out and then came back. You can't make this up. So right now I'm seeing, like, only you, and then I'm seeing past. See, and I'm seeing in reverse. So, I think it's honestly very straightforward here. I think this reading is really straightforward here. Like, a reverse of the only you card. Like, again, this person's just, like, not... Like, you're, like, the warmth, and he's kind of just, like, you know, enjoying the warmth around you, but he can't even fully enjoy it because he's so empty. He just feels like this, like, cold, empty sky. Like, that's what he feels like to me. And then past. I feel like this person will regret you, like, when you're really old. Like, he'll be, like, thinking about the end of his life, and he's like, oh, you know, like, I really didn't put my heart into anyone. I was too scared to put my heart into anyone. Like, he'll think about how many times he's just rejected really good people just because he didn't want to accept the potential for getting hurt. I think that's honestly gonna be the end. I'm really sorry. Like, this person is so messy. Like, I think, you know, when you have to watch a reading and you're super confused about someone, I guarantee you, like, this person is not for you. Like, you should not be so confused. But I understand you guys are like, you're asking for that answer, and I totally get that. I've been down the tarot rabbit hole. But, you know, honestly, I'm feeling like you're gonna have a new partner, like, pretty soon. Like, you're gonna have some new person that's on your eye in the next year or so. Like, I really do. I feel like that for people here. Like, you're gonna move on. You will move on from this. And okay, let's start. Let's see. Ooh, let's see, like, what is gonna be, what kind of person is this gonna be that you want to like see? Let's see. What kind of person is this? Oh, see, my cards are like flying everywhere. You know, whatever. See, that's probably how messy this pile is. Like, it's just, I told y'all, like, it was so messy. I think you're very funny. I think this is your person. No offense to you guys. No, I think you're gonna find this person really funny. They're gonna be really entertaining. Or if they're not funny, they're gonna be entertaining in some way. Like, they're gonna be like fascinating you in some way, or like you guys do really fun things together. I need to work on myself. This honestly relates to the fact that this for me is not straightforward. This feels like this person has worked a lot on themselves. And I think they've really worked on themselves career-wise and like habits-wise. So this person may like go to the gym, or they have like, they're taking their career pretty seriously. They're not, like, no one's ever 100% sure about what they're doing, but this person is definitely more sure than the average person, that's for sure. Let me see. What did I tell you? I told you this person was good, and I told you. You are wife or husband material. So, yeah, this person is definitely like a lot more serious material. Whether it works out or not, this will obviously rely on you, and it also depends on like the manifestation that you want to make. So I would say manifest the things you want right now, so that you can find, because there's obviously like there's gonna be multiple options, and I would say please manifest the things you want right now. Like, really plan out your life right now. Figure out what you want. Remember, like, you might want to, I know some people might say, well, maybe I'll manifest as I go, and because like, what if I don't want that later? But I'll tell you something right now. When you manifest something to happen, your entire being will match. So like, I manifested certain career paths and certain hobbies, and at first I wasn't so motivated to do it, and then over time I started getting like natural motivation. Like I started running into situations where I'd evolve, and these evolutions were directly related to me finding the spark to start those hobbies or do those projects. So if you really want to succeed here, like, you have the highest chance to succeed if you really like figure out what you want right now, like specifics. Understand? Specifics. No, so I don't want to hear like, oh, I want to be successful. Stop. No, I want to hear like, what kind of house do you want? Like, what design? Where? Like, give me all the specifics so that it's, imagine like it's ChatGPT. So like, if you make a really vague description in ChatGPT, there's like so many possibilities, and you're gonna be like, and then that's gonna make, you know, that's gonna make you like waste time with like this person, because even though like the universe can absolutely tell what you want, but you actually have to like consciously decide what you want, because it's gonna like, it's gonna give you one of the many possibilities, and you're gonna be like, you know, even though you're like, even though you can manifest something that's great, it's still like there's so many possibilities for what great is. Like, I can think of a vibe, but like sometimes like the vibe that you want, you haven't like thought about what it actually looks like yet. So yeah, if you want that to happen, let me see about like, what are the social factors impacting this new connection here. Because remember, I told you like this person is gonna come in. See, I just cut to karmic lesson on the back right now, so I think that's related to the person that we were talking about right now. Temporary distance. I just cut and it bumped off. So I saw the card temporary distance just pop out. So that definitely relates to the fact that you're gonna see this person pretty soon. And I saw a plane in the background of the image, so that really reminds me of like just something serious, you know, like when you see a pilot and they have the uniform, they're just really serious. Like, that's what I'm feeling right now. Boundaries respected. I feel like this person, especially from a standpoint of like respecting your resources, like, you know, there's people who are manipulators, and okay, so technically manipulators, we all are manipulators, like, let's be honest, right? Like, we all, like, I do something positive so that you do something positive. Like, technically I am manipulating the situation, but when I'm talking about manipulation, the context is Manipulation, when I talk about manipulation with the negative connotation, that it means essentially trying to do techniques to get what they want out of the other person while doing the least amount of work and not actually providing value to that person. So like, this person is not the kind of person who's going to try and play games with you so much. Like this, yeah, not so much. Like, they're just not going to play games with you. Like, they're just more worried about their work. They might be just more on the boring side. Like, please work on yourself, because this person is going to be like, they're not going to be boring, but like, if you're used to like drama, this person will not be dramatic. So just know that, like, this person, you're going to know that they like you. It's not going to be like a mystery here. See, pushing boundaries, like, this is like the current this current person you're thinking about. Like, this person is just like, they're just wasting your emotional mental energy right now. Like, really, like, they're just like, it's just like, it could be like manipulation, you know, if it was intentional. But I do feel like it's not intentional here, but I still, some of you guys, it is intentional, like, but not 100% still. Like, they still want to like do what they're doing. Like, it's unintentional. Adventure awaits. An unknown adventure awaits in the relationship. This adventure honestly feels like career-wise, like, you're gonna like become more serious with this person, and you're gonna like ground. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go to nature. Like, this person is not gonna be like the craziest person you ever met. Like, they're gonna be super chill. Like, you know, they can be more of a homebody, and even if they go out, they're like responsible. Like, they're not the kind of people who are gonna like do a ton of drugs and like do a ton of drinking. Like, they're not. So like, you know, they might be, if you're someone who likes to party hard, this person may be a bit boring, but I still think they may have like patience for you. But don't go too crazy around them. Don't go too crazy around them. Let's see some signs for like, what are they gonna actually look like? What are they going to look like? Let me see. Here we go. So for a man, tooth gap. They might just have like teeth imperfections in general. And then again, these flowers really remind me of like purity. They might have like a really like sweet smile, but I feel like this person doesn't smile like that much. European. Let's put it right here. And again, I think this black and white just reminds me of like a serious composure. They might have fun. Don't get me wrong. They're not like boring and not fun. They're just serious though. They're more serious about their life. Like, they're not dramatic, and they get stuff done. See, I told you. What did I tell you guys? I told you this guy is more serious, okay? Or this person is more serious. Like, look at the glasses. Look at the suit. I told you, nicely dressed. I told y'all. I'm not kidding. Let me do one more. I want this one. Short. One second. When I say short, it feels like more symbolic here. It's not like, I don't feel like it's, for some of you guys, the guy might be a little bit shorter than your standard, but I really don't think that's like for everyone. I don't think that's strong enough for everyone. That it's not for everyone. Like, I feel like, you see how like these shoelaces are so weird? This just reminds me of like, their past relationships were kind of strange in a way. Like, they just weren't having healthy relationships. Like, they were just kind of like cold and distant in their relationships, and they're gonna want something like sweeter from you. Like, they're gonna like that you're like, I feel like you guys could be like manic pixie, or like some kind of feeling where you're like a really like vibrant person. Like, you have a lot of depth, and you're not, this person will like that you're very energetic for sure. And if you're not energetic, there's just, again, there's some quality to you and your personality that's like different. So it's like, either you're very like peaceful and he desires like a very peaceful, warm vibe, or like very bubbly, fun vibe, like, or like very exciting. Yes, like either one, like either like very motherly, like, I'm not saying that you're gonna mother him, but either very like, yeah, you're not gonna mother this guy. I'm just saying like, you know, like a motherly nature of like, you know, that's not the right word. Just like, you know, Mother Gaia, you know, it's just so peaceful, you know, peaceful. It's like your presence is really calming and makes him get closer with himself. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing red lips at the bottom of the deck. So, like, that just reminds me of, like, just, like, your allure to this person. So, I think that's the end of pile 2. Thank you guys for listening, and have a nice day. Pile 3. I feel like this person, immediately off the bat, without looking at any cards, I feel like this person, you're kind of doubting them because they're a little bit boring. Like, you're kind of just bored. Like, you're like, is this gonna work? Like, you're not, like, even, like, super invested. Like you're, at least if you feel like you are usually invested, like, I feel like you're kind of a little bit cold right now. Like, you're not as invested as you usually are. Like, it's like maybe, like, you know, you've kind of been in a cold period for a while, or, like, maybe this guy is, like, you know, a little bit more on the clingy side. Let me see. Let's see, like, some signs that this is your person. Take what resonates, okay? Average build. Average build, okay. It might even look like the picture that you're looking at. Medium hair. So you have, like, this, like, theme of, like, average, like, medium, average. So, like, again, like, that's why I'm, like, maybe that's why I'm feeling the boredom. Like, that feeling of, like, just very normal. Maybe a little bit dry. Animated eyes. Animated eyes. I just feel like this, like, just like this empty expression. Like, their eyes are wide, but they're like, they're not like thinking so deeply, and that just kind of like alludes to just not having as much. It's not that it doesn't have depth, but it's just a little bit dry and a little, like, it's a little bit boring. So let's just look more at the energy, like, of this person, and like, let's see, like, what are they thinking? Like, what do they want to say to you? I mean, I don't see anything particularly negative. Like, I'm not feeling like, oh, this person doesn't like you. I don't feel that. It's much more so just like maybe you're feeling a little bit bored and they're like a little bit on, like, the dry side. Let's see. Retreat. I mean, that's just like, you know, like, disconnected from the world. For me, this just feels like that feeling of, again, like, it's just a little bit boring. It doesn't have to be necessarily bad boring, but it's just kind of like, if you're someone who's used to chaos, this is boring. If you're someone who's really okay, oh my god, if you're someone who finds this relationship boring, stay. This is literally like, do not ruin this. If this is a guy who's boring and you don't see, like, signs of too much clinginess, this is a good guy. This peacefulness might not be super fun and intriguing, but that's good. Like, you don't want someone who makes you feel on edge all the time. You don't want this. So, like, this is a test for you. Like, are you really ready for the relationship that you want? Because the reality is, like, the people who you're really obsessed with are, like, usually related to a drug addiction. Like, they relate to this feeling of, like, gambling, where you have, like, a 50% chance. Are you gonna get it or you're gonna not get it? And it's, like, a true 50% chance, you know? Like, those addicting relationships are always, like, they're always, like, a 50% chance, you know? It's like, is it happening? Is it not happening? And, like, the energy constantly switches off hot and cold. It's very irritating. But this person is going to be very stable. So, like, if you're someone who's used to chaos, and I feel like you guys have, like, maybe have had chaotic relationships, or you find yourself in limerence, or just like being into guys who are just not what you want. Let me see. You attract romantic love by, exactly, like, enjoying this moment now, like, and also, like, you see how, like, she's smelling the roses. Like, for me, this feels like, you know, enjoy, like, what's in the moment. Don't start thinking about, like, oh, is he boring, is he nice? Focus on, like, what do you feel when you're actually around him, and focus on how is your life improving with this guy in your life, right? How does this guy, like, improve your life, right? Let me see. I don't like that card. Sometimes just something doesn't feel right. Okay. Honeymoon. This is the same thing I told you, like the retreat. Like, it's just, you know, like when you think about like a honeymoon, you think of like there's no responsibilities during this time. And you're just used to being in a relationship where there's like all these problems, and you're watching these tarot videos and you're totally confused, and you're like, does this guy like me? Does this guy not like me? And you're like trying to fix him, but all of a sudden, like, this kind of load is off you. This person's very chill. This person could literally, like, I'm seeing for a lot of you guys, like, this person, like, could literally be like, you know, marriage material. And I noticed that this is a wings, like, you know what I'm telling you, like, and this is white too. So, you know, this is, again, this is alluding to the fact that this is like the kind of guy that he's kind of boring, but like, go and have fun, go on a roller coaster, like, go to Laser Quest, go do something that's like fun, go to paintball, do something that's high thrill. You don't need to have the thrill in the relationship. Like, a relationship should not be the thrill. Okay, let me see. Let's see. What does this person want to say? Dude, I'm not joking. These cards have been flying the whole day. Like, last pile, this is between us, okay? The last pile was really messy. Like, all my cards fell on the floor. Like, that messy. Let me see. Okay, let's see. This may be like, I think this is you. Like, you may be like, no, I'm emotionally available, but then you find yourself in a situation where you're like, when a guy's actually good, you're like, like, you always want to, like, be with the guy, like, who has to be fixed, or, like, the guy with problems, and, like, wait for him. But then when the guy is, like, ready and, like, you know, seems boring, then you're like, like, so yeah, I think it's you, okay? Let me see what he wants to say. I know this is like the calm energy of, like, let me work on myself, let me take my life seriously, but he's not, like, too serious where it's, like, really stressful. Maybe a little bit sometimes, but I think overall he's, like, very chill. Like, he's very much, like, you know, calm. Like, you know, people who are very, like, successful, they're very calm, they're very boring, their emotions are pretty, like, flatlined, and, like, what they feel about you is, like, very predictable. I want this one. Especially for successful ones. I need to heal my inner child wounds. This person might be a little bit empty because of their wounds from the past, but I think, like, the most they'll ever do is be a little bit cold, but I don't think they're gonna, like, push you away from it. So I wouldn't worry too much. Sometimes they might push you away temporarily, like, just temporarily, like, they're just in their own world, but I don't think they're gonna actually push you away. But if you start causing problems, or if you start being, like, hot and cold, and you start getting turned off by this guy, like, he will feel it and he won't like it. Like, you know, he's not like crazy. He likes you a lot, but also if he doesn't get what he wants, like, if he starts feeling like you're causing drama in his life, and you're not really, like, satisfying that calmness, he's not really gonna resonate with that. Like, he does not want drama, okay? But he is a little bit on a little bit on the avoidance side. I find that, like, you know how tired I am? Like, I was totally, like, energetic for, like, the last 2 readings, and now I'm so tired. It's like, I'm so tuned into this guy. It's just so, he's so chill. He's so chill. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. What does he want to say to you? Oh my god, actually, you know what? I have like a million cards all over the floor, but you know what? I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm just gonna pick one. I'm closing my eyes. Okay. Completely done. That's what I got. This relates to the fact that you're gonna be able to, like, really have a healthy relationship, and you're gonna, you know, this is like, you know, it's like you're really getting out of the snow. Like, you probably have had, like, hard times, and you've been trying to, like, improve yourself, and you've been really working hard to improve yourself and get out of toxic situations, and you're really, this is a lesson right now. Like, it's not gonna be, you know, moving into, like, the light is sometimes uncomfortable because you're not used to it. You're not used to the comfort. Like, sometimes you're used to, like, love being, like, painful. Okay, I just found another card. See, I told you, like, anchor, like, hold together, getting a grip, heaviness, chained up. This feels like in a good way. Like, this is just, like, you know, like, I just think of, like, with this rusty, like, look, it reminds me of, like, if you were to put, like, I know, like, oil rigs are very controversial, but I just think of, like, you know, when, like, there's structures, like, in the water to, like, have, like, some, like, structure that are, like, literally deep inside the water, and it stays there. And even with the rusting, it stays there. It's stuck in there, and it's stable. That's what it feels like right now. Like, the anchor, that's what it feels like. It's just like this guy is, like, grounded on earth, and sometimes maybe copes, but really I think this guy is, like, don't mess it up, guys. Don't mess it up. Be chill. Like, this is not the kind of person you want to, like, become super, you want to actually match more of his energy than to, or, by the way, I don't mean him, I just, you know, you just, obviously whatever your partner's gender is and whatever pronouns they have, but I'd say you want to match their energy more than you want to bring your own energy. Like, they want something calm, for sure. They want to just enjoy their time with you, you know? I think that is the end of pile 3. So thank you guys for sticking in here, and have a nice day.